They had the money, the fame, the best surgeons money could buy, and they still ended up in emergency rooms. Behind the diamonds, designer gowns, and picture-perfect selfies lies a darker reality no one talks about. Infections that turned skin black, implants that migrated inside the body, faces so swollen they were unrecognizable. These Real Housewives didn't just chase perfection, they walked straight into medical nightmares that would haunt them for years. Brandi Glanville's situation may be one of the most disturbing and mysterious cosmetic-related cases in reality television. After spending an estimated $70,000 on corrective procedures, she found herself facing a problem doctors still struggle to fully explain. What many initially assumed was simply another case of botched cosmetic work may be far more complex. In 2024, Brandi largely disappeared from public view for over a year. When she finally resurfaced and shared an unfiltered photo, fans were shocked by the visible changes to her face. She later revealed that some doctors suspected a possible parasite living beneath her skin, causing lumps that seemed to move or shift. Other medical professionals suggested severe stress-induced angioedema, a dangerous condition that can trigger swelling and even anaphylactic shock. Beyond the cosmetic impact, Brandi has described speech difficulties and even losing teeth as her condition progressed. The emotional toll has been just as devastating as the physical changes, affecting both her career and personal life. Despite multiple consultations and ongoing treatments, clear answers remain elusive. What began as an attempt to correct cosmetic concerns evolved into a prolonged medical mystery. Brandi's experience highlights how complications, whether surgical, biological, or stress-related, can spiral into life-altering consequences. Lisa Rinna's lip enhancement journey became one of the most infamous cosmetic cautionary tales in reality television. In the early 2000s, she made a decision that seemed harmless at the time: permanent silicone injections to create fuller lips. What she didn't know was that those injections would trigger a decades-long medical nightmare. Unlike temporary fillers that eventually dissolve, silicone is permanent. Over time, Lisa's body reacted to the foreign substance, forming hard scar tissue that she later described as feeling like peas inside her lips. The texture became uneven, the shape distorted. What was meant to enhance her appearance slowly turned into a cycle of corrective procedures. She eventually underwent reconstructive surgery to remove the damaged tissue, but the complications didn't simply disappear. Scar tissue continued to form, and each attempt to fix the problem created more trauma to already compromised lip tissue. For nearly 10 years, she dealt with ongoing issues tied directly to that original decision. Her lips became her signature look, instantly recognizable. Constantly discussed, but behind that trademark feature was a painful reality. Lisa's experience highlights the long-term risks of permanent cosmetic substances and how one choice, made in pursuit of beauty, can create consequences that last a lifetime. Teresa Giudice has never been shy about her cosmetic procedures. Over the years, she's openly discussed multiple breast augmentations and regular facial treatments. But what was supposed to be a routine tummy tuck turned into something far more serious. The procedure itself is common, especially for women looking to repair loose skin and muscle separation after pregnancy. It's typically considered safe when performed by a qualified surgeon. For Teresa, though, recovery didn't go as planned. Shortly after surgery, she began experiencing alarming complications that suggested a severe infection or major healing issue. While the exact medical details were never fully disclosed, the situation was serious enough to require extended treatment and close monitoring. Instead of a smooth recovery, Teresa faced prolonged discomfort and fear about what was happening inside her body. The complications forced her to step away from filming and public appearances while she focused on healing. What should have been a confidence-boosting transformation became a stressful and frightening ordeal. Perhaps most striking is what happened afterward. Despite experiencing a serious surgical complication, Teresa continued to pursue additional cosmetic procedures. Her experience highlights how powerful the pull of aesthetic perfection can be, especially in the world of reality television, where appearance is constantly under scrutiny. Kyle Richards' nose job became one of the most openly discussed cosmetic regrets in Real Housewives history. What was intended to be a subtle refinement turned into a long-term struggle that affected both her appearance and her health. Unlike many cosmetic procedures that are purely aesthetic, Kyle's situation quickly became functional as well. After her initial rhinoplasty, Kyle began experiencing significant breathing problems. She described feeling constantly congested, as if her nasal passages were blocked. Simple activities like sleeping comfortably or exercising became frustrating challenges. Beyond the physical discomfort, she was also unhappy with how her nose looked. The results didn't feel natural to her and didn't complement her facial features the way she had hoped. In an effort to fix the issue, Kyle underwent revision surgery. However, corrective procedures often come with additional risks. Scar tissue formed, and the healing process proved more complicated than expected. While the revision helped address some functional problems, it also added new challenges. Kyle has been unusually candid about her regret, openly saying she wishes she had never altered her nose in the first place. Her experience underscores a crucial reality. Even common procedures like rhinoplasty can carry long-term consequences, both cosmetic and medical, that extend far beyond the operating room. LeeAnne Locken's cosmetic procedure in Mexico turned into one of the most life-threatening complications ever associated with a Real Housewives star. What was meant to be a routine enhancement quickly escalated into a medical emergency that nearly cost her life. Shortly after the procedure, LeeAnne began experiencing severe symptoms that went far beyond normal post-surgical discomfort. She was ultimately diagnosed with necrotizing fasciitis, commonly known as flesh-eating bacteria, a rare but aggressive infection that destroys tissue at an alarming rate. This condition can become fatal within hours if not treated immediately. The infection spread rapidly, pushing her into sepsis, a life-threatening response to infection that can lead to organ failure. LeeAnne required multiple hospitalizations and emergency surgeries to remove damaged tissue and stop the bacteria from spreading further. The physical toll was immense, but the emotional trauma was equally devastating. Her recovery was long and complicated, forcing her to step away from her career and public life while focusing entirely on survival and healing. LeeAnne's experience serves as a stark reminder that even seemingly routine cosmetic procedures can carry extreme risks, especially when performed in environments with varying medical standards and limited oversight. Marysol Patton's cosmetic surgery journey reads less like a makeover story and more like a medical cautionary tale. Her experience began when she was still a teenager. At the time, she had naturally large breasts, in an era when a smaller frame was considered fashionable. Uncomfortable with the attention and eager to fit the beauty standards of the moment, she chose to undergo breast reduction surgery. But the timing proved disastrous. Her body was still developing, and her breast tissue continued to grow after the procedure. The size returned, but the surgical scars remained. Frustrated, Marysol pursued additional surgeries in hopes of finally achieving balance. Instead, each operation created new complications. At one point, one of her breast implants reportedly migrated out of position and shifted toward her shoulder area, requiring another corrective surgery. In another frightening incident, an implant ruptured, leading to yet another emergency procedure. Every surgery created more scar tissue, making future corrections increasingly complex and risky. Over time, the repeated trauma left her dealing with chronic discomfort, physical limitations, and emotional strain. What started as a teenage attempt to feel more confident turned into years of corrective operations. Marysol's story underscores how quickly cosmetic procedures can spiral into a cycle that's difficult to escape. Lauren Simon believed she was making a smart financial decision when she traveled overseas for breast augmentation surgery. The clinic promised natural-looking results at a fraction of the cost she would have paid at home, complete with luxury accommodations and VIP treatment. On the surface, it sounded like the perfect combination of cosmetic enhancement and vacation. But within days of returning home, everything began to unravel. What started as post-surgical discomfort quickly escalated into something far more serious. Lauren developed an aggressive infection that spread rapidly through her breast tissue. The pain became unbearable. Her skin began changing color, showing signs of necrosis, a dangerous condition where tissue starts to die. Doctors later confirmed that her situation was not just a complication, but a genuine medical emergency. Even more alarming was the lack of aftercare. Once she left the country, the clinic offered little to no support. Back home, local surgeons were reportedly horrified by the condition of the surgical work and the severity of the infection. Lauren required multiple emergency procedures to control the damage and prevent the infection from spreading further. What was supposed to be a cost-saving cosmetic upgrade nearly cost her life. Her experience highlights the serious risks associated with medical tourism, especially when complications arise far from the operating room. Heidi Montag's cosmetic surgery experience remains one of the most extreme cases in reality television history. In 2010, she made the shocking decision to undergo 10 different procedures in a single day. What was presented as a dramatic transformation quickly became a medical crisis that nearly cost her life. During one marathon surgical session, Heidi reportedly had a brow lift, Botox, a nose revision, fat injections in her cheeks and lips, a chin reduction, neck liposuction, her ears pinned back, a breast augmentation revision, additional liposuction on multiple areas, and a buttock augmentation. The sheer volume of procedures placed enormous stress on her body. Within hours, her system began reacting to the trauma. She later revealed that her heart rate and breathing became dangerously unstable, and at one point, she required medical intervention. The swelling was severe, the pain was overwhelming, and she described feeling like she was dying. Recovery was long and physically debilitating. In the years that followed, Heidi admitted she felt addicted to cosmetic surgery and deeply regretted going so far. The procedures left her with lasting physical changes and emotional consequences. Her story stands as a powerful warning about the dangers of extreme surgical overcorrection in pursuit of perfection. NeNe Leakes' transformation over the years has become one of the most dramatic physical changes in Real Housewives history. Once known for her bold personality and instantly recognizable features, NeNe gradually altered her appearance through multiple cosmetic procedures that significantly reshaped her face and body. She has been open about undergoing more than one nose job, breast augmentation, liposuction, and additional facial work. Over time, the cumulative effect of these procedures created a look that many longtime viewers say barely resembles the woman they first saw on television. Her facial structure appears noticeably different, sparking ongoing conversations online about how much is too much. The public reaction has been intense. Social media users frequently compare past and present photos, questioning whether enhancement crossed into full reconstruction. While cosmetic procedures are common in Hollywood and reality television, NeNe's transformation stands out because of how dramatically her features evolved. Living in the spotlight only amplified the scrutiny. As a central figure on the show, her image was constantly dissected by fans and critics alike. NeNe's journey reflects the powerful pressure placed on reality stars to maintain a youthful, camera-ready appearance, and how, over time, that pressure can lead to changes so extensive that the original image becomes almost unrecognizable. These Real Housewives chased youth, beauty, and camera-ready perfection, but some paid with their health and peace of mind. Their experiences are powerful reminders that every procedure carries risk, no matter how routine it seems. If you found this eye-opening, hit subscribe and turn on notifications for more deep dives. And tell us below, do you think the pressure of fame pushes people too far?